Howard, thank you for stopping by.
Pleasure, Wendy,
So,
as always.
Tell me a wee bit about Jump. What's it all about?
So Jump is a business that helps recruitment agencies grow and scale. We mentor and coach business leaders and business owners on how to develop their business for the 21st century. The group itself, there's 4 people in the group. I think between us we've got about 180 odd years of recruitment experience. So we've all been there, seen it, done it, and sat in those owners' seats. And it's about how we ignite their passion and develop their ideas and take their ideas to the next level and help them from there. So that's what Jump does in a small nutshell.
And if I was a recruitment leader out there looking in and thinking, is Jump right for me? What do you think is your ideal sort of recruitment leader that Jump can really help?
That's a really interesting question, because I think there's 2 types of leaders, or there's more than 2 types of leaders. I think there's a couple of types of leaders that we want to work with. Those who are progressive and want to move forward. So they want that accountability, they want to see a structure, they want to see how they get from A to B, but they also want to see the steps in between A and B and how to get there. You then get those that are interested but don't want to apply. And so we want to work with those that really want to drive forward, who've really got a focus on where they want to get, but sometimes haven't got a clue on how to get there. And I think a lot of the recruitment market is like that, where you've got certain markets where, if you look at the moment now, it's a hard market. Some agencies are absolutely progressing and going forward, where some agencies in the same market are suffering because they've basically stuck their heads in the sand. Where we want those that are eyes up, looking forward, looking at the future and looking at where they're going, but then have a plan of how they're going to get there. And it's sometimes how you execute that plan that's important, and it's being held accountable to that execution that really helps. And I think that's where we come in as coaches, mentors. It's helping with that execution, helping with the development, and then making sure people are accountable to it at the end.
So it's coaching first, and then you bring everybody together. Is that in a network? Is that events? How do you get that collaboration?
So individual clients. So we work with individual clients on individual process. Each client's obviously very, very different. But the idea is obviously what you look at. If you look at, say, the 4 people in Jump, we've all got different strengths to our, I suppose, strings to our bow, let's call it. And therefore we call on each other and talk on each other, and we take those ideas and push those forward. So we find a client that's got an issue that I haven't really dealt with before, that Paul has or Dave had or Heather has, then we introduce those people into the business. So it's about the power of 4 rather than sort of having one Ned that only knows a certain bit. It's having the power of 4 where we know more than one person.
Yeah, that's great. And I know, like me, you love data.
I do love data.
Yeah, and so how are you using the data just now? What are you getting your recruitment leaders to look at?
So I think the data is, the market is pushing again with regards to business development. And I think the data is not about that end product, as in the billing. Obviously that is what you want, but it's measuring what comes before that. And I think it's about the number of clients that you put on your system, the number of clients you've actually spoken to, the number of clients you've gone out and met. But then it's understanding what that client's doing. I've been using this phrase for quite a long time now, that recruitment is a very eyes down industry. What have you got today? What have you got on my feet? Have you got a job? Have you got a job? Rather than thinking eyes down today, what's in 3 months, what's in 6 months, what's in 12 months. So if you can't tell me what your client's doing in 12 months' time and what their recruitment needs are, then you don't really know your client. You've got a transactional relationship. I think clients are now evolving and understanding the value, and so we've got to create a value proposition or a client value proposition for the clients, and therefore it's then what do we serve the client with. It's not just putting a bum on a seat anymore. It's about everything that goes with that, and I think that's the difference that's happening at the moment. And I think we're starting to see the market change, where clients are seeing value and therefore not talking so much about price. They're talking about the value that they get with their partner. And again, I've been saying this for quite a long time. Most recruitment agencies see their clients as a prospect. The clients see the agent as a suspect and treat them as a suspect. We want a prospect-to-prospect relationship, and therefore you need to walk away from some clients and provide the value, be value aligned.
And that's why we work well with you, because you know, and you can help the leaders develop the dashboards that they want to be seeing it, and we provide the tech to be able to power those dashboards for you. Howard, thank you so much for stepping by.
Pleasure.